sick.
There we go. We're rolling.
We'll just make sure we get a few people online.
All right. How do you see if people... Oh, yeah, we got 17 people now.
Yay,
Hello.
everybody.
I'm still waiting on Instagram, so just
Okay,
so sorry. But
we're just waiting on Instagram.
We have Sandy Osmond watching.
Hi, Sandy.
Velma Kaiser Whitlock.
Hi, Velma.
Ingrid Taylor says hello.
Oh, hey, Ingrid. How are you?
Let's see.
the connection today.
Are you on the... Let's see. Hi from BC.
Hi, BC.
Hello from
Anybody
sunny...
over there, Lorna?
I can't get a connection.
BC help?
Well, if you wanted, okay, now I'm on.
Are we good?
There we go.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Live. Sadly, our fearless leader isn't with us today, but I believe that she is viewing us online. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it, but we got a great show planned for you today. Some of the things that we're going to talk about is Joe brought in a beautiful bouquet of flowers. So we're going to talk about color planning using a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Our creativity course is going to be launching, and we're really excited about that. Deanne has put a lot of work in it and is really, really excited about it. So we're going to talk a bit about the creativity course. And we have a special guest. Now, all of our guests are special, so I don't really want to say because we love everybody. But this guest is a little bit unique. So you're going to have to stick around until the end of the show to meet this celebrity. So I guess we'll start off the show with Joe and talking about his flowers and color palette. Take her away, Joe.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I guess people can hear me now. Angela said I tend to have a quiet voice when mostly I've been known for having a big mouth. So now I go together today. I brought some flowers in for Deanne today because it's peony season in northern Nova Scotia. So we have our whites, our deep pinks, and our other pinks, and we have some dogwood. We also, for scent today, have, which would be great if everyone could smell, but it's called a Heritage Mock Orange. That's actually about 2 centuries old. But we want to talk about taking the outdoors and bringing it indoors. So many of you have already done Color School, which is a fabulous course to take. And you've seen Deanne hook many flowers. But these are some new products that I pulled today to help plan for this bouquet that I will eventually hook, or Deanne will. We have a brand new bouquet that's in stock. It's actually called Boo. And then we have what's called Bokeh Boo. Now, the difference between the two of them is that one is very thin. So this one, it's actually threaded through the center. So this bouquet, when you pull it up through your loop, actually pops. And it's just the most gorgeous pink to match, turn this around, this peony here.
Oh, beautiful.
So, and with peonies, because peonies are often 2 or 3 toned, you usually will want to have a couple of different shades. Now, I only have one here today, but also with leaves in the new bouquet. So this is called Bokeh Boo. This is actually a nice, thick bouquet that I actually have tried, and so is Deanne. So it's actually threaded down through it, because you know how often sometimes when you pull a thick wool through and it splits on you and you've got to go back and pull it again? This does not appear to do that. It's wonderful. We have both the Boo and the Bokeh Boo in actually 10 different colors in each. And there's another one coming up afterwards that we don't have out yet that's called Duo. And these are all 100% merino. Now, as well, the other thing to remember, too, is that we also have some fabulous sari silk. So this is actually called Firefox. I had a giggle because all I could think about was wearing this headset and going Firefox and Tom Cruise. But it's got some great reds and pinks in it that if you wanted the vivacity for a flower, this would be great to actually incorporate. In the back room here, if you were doing this peony, this is a great one that is actually called Hot Rod Pink. Because with this one, you actually have some shades of purple going through this pink. And you could get that with this wool. And it's only $14.95 a skein. As well, in the merino stream, if you wanted some red or if you wanted it in floof, we have it in ruby. We have your basic Briggs red. But for the white peony, with white peonies, oftentimes right in the center, there is actually a very little bit of yellow right at the very middle of it. So you need to plan for a color transition. So for this, I've actually looked at Chill yarn, which is called Yukon Gold. And then you can also get this one, which is called not just white, but I think it's called Alabaster. There we go. So this is our center. This would be our outground on it. Now, as well, a couple of weeks ago, they launched the Flower Garden collection. So this is actually, if you're trying to find it on the website, and there are approximately, I think, limited quantities, these were remade up, there's about 20 of them left. It's called the Summer Garden Texture Package. So Summer Garden Texture Package, if you want to find it. And back on for florals, of course, Deanne has her first of 4 Zoom sessions coming up at the end of June, which is on kitchen flowers. There's still time to register for it because you have up until June 30th to register for the course. And it runs from 1 till 3 Atlantic time. How are we doing now on time? Are we okay?
We're okay.
Okay. So you'll have to join the website and actually come up and look at the new product. Kaylee is actually photographing a lot of her product these days. And there's some really interesting color transitioning that's happening with the new product that comes in. Specifically with the Boo and the Bulky Boo. I know it's spring, but there's some really awesome field and stream autumn colors coming. Because, summer goes so fast for all of us. But today, let's just keep going with the flowers. Let's bring those flowers inside. Let's give flowers to people we don't know, especially after this long, draggy year we've had with COVID and things going on and people having hardships. It's great to give somebody something bright, beautiful, scented, and caring. As well, keep your hug rugs going. We're seeing lots of positive favorites in those things. People are just so overjoyed when they're getting that kindness in the mail. And then I think we're going to go over to Kaylee. And Kaylee's going to talk about a few new products, Ange.
She is. One question, Joe. Are you able to package all those beautiful wools up to send out?
I'd have to talk to Deanne, but yeah, it's like we can actually give you some color recommendations if you'd like something in peony. But we'll talk to Deanne and see where she goes from there.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
All right. Test. Does this thing work?
Oh, let's just see. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Yep.
Perfect. So, like Angela said, we'll have a new free course for everyone to sign up for, or if you're in the newsletter, it'll be sent to you. So it's the Creative Spirit Lessons on Creativity course, and what it is a bunch of different guests that Deanne has in, and they talk about whether they're beginning to be an artist all the way up to like artists that have been doing and creating for years. They talk about ways to be creative and creativity. So that's a free course that will get sent to you if you're a part of the newsletter, or you can join it on the website. And it's, I think it begins
The beginning of next week.
beginning of next week, so the 21st, I believe. And with that course, it's all about being creative in your day-to-day life. So finding creativity in cooking or living your life. So we put together a package for the course. It's a design your own rug package. So it comes with everything you need to start your own rug. You have a choice between linen or burlap. It's a yard of linen or burlap. You get a hook with it. You get your Sharpie to draw your own pattern. You get a pair of scissors, a hoop, and a bunch of beautiful Briggs & Little. 6 Briggs & Little skeins that are mostly primary colors. We have some gorgeous textures that come along with it, so you get to involve those in your rug. So it comes with 6 sprigs, 4 textures, and then 8 of the $3 swatches. And all of these come with it'll have different color palettes, but mostly primary colors we're trying to give you, so you can start creating your own rugs. The burlap is $149.95, and then the linen package is $179.95. So you can start drawing your own patterns after you do the course for free, and maybe it'll give you a nice boost in what to do. Let's see. I think that's it for this. Is there anything else, Joe?
Well, our special guest should soon be arriving.
I think I'll go see where that person
Do you
is.
want to go see who
Oh,
it is?
the person,
I
yeah.
don't have to get to be a celebrity all the way here.
I know, it is a celebrity.
A celebrity in our small town.
I know. Anybody
I might
have
see
a...
myself.
Does anybody have a guess? And it's not Rocco.
Should we say?
And this
No.
celebrity has kind of went around town a little bit, though.
Yeah, yeah. This celebrity likes to pop up in various locations, so it's pretty exciting. I know. I'm excited.
He has a sweet tooth, I heard, as well.
A bit of a sweet tooth,
Yeah.
yes.
He's pretty fashionable, too, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Lots
Yes.
of different outfits. I seen him in tie-dye once, which is pretty
Oh, you
funky.
did? Yes. Okay, so Kaylee, if I could get you to take over, I'm just going to go out and give our headset to the lovely Carrie. And I'll give you this. So we're going to introduce our celebrity. His name is Kevin Bacon.
Oh, he's like, oh my God. Come on in, Kev. He's
Hello,
like, oh,
Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
what an honor to meet you.
Hi, Kevin. So this is Kevin Bacon, and I take my dog Tuka to Park Your Paws in Amherst. It's a doggy daycare, and Tuka's been going to Park Your Paws now for a few years. Absolutely loves it there. She has a blast, and that's where we've met Kevin Bacon. And Kevin likes to travel around town. I know he likes to have manicures.
Oh,
Anything else,
yes.
Carrie?
Food of any kind. He enjoys going to all the places to get snacks. He enjoys going for car rides, but he loves ice cream the most.
Come here, Kevin Bacon. Come here. Turn around. Say hello to everybody.
He's like, I'm going to take that Timbit.
Now, does he
He's-
actually live right in the house with you?
Yes, yeah, he's we call him the house pig. He goes outside, he does his things outside, but he's mostly a house pig. He has his own bed in our room, and he's quite spoiled. He has 10 dog siblings and 4 cats.
Dog.
10 dogs
Wow.
and 4 cats that live with him. He plays with mostly the little dogs at daycare. They call his little friends that play with Kevin during the day.
How old is Kevin? We have a couple
Kevin's
questions.
9 months old.
He's only 9 months. What a big
He's
boy.
a pot-belly pig, so pigs grow until they're 4 or 5 years old. So he won't be full grown for at least 3 more years. He is considered a mini pig. For anybody that doesn't know much about mini pigs can be anything under 300 pounds. So when people get their little mini pig home, they think they're going to stay little forever, but he's already pushing 90 pounds. But we've taught him lots. He comes when he's called. He walks on a leash. He sits. He spins. He's learning what leave it means. But when you have food around, he's all about the food. He'd do anything for a snack.
So he eats a lot, I assume.
He eats quite a bit, but It's a combination of, it's a pelletized food, so it kind of looks like rabbit food, but made for pigs, and vegetables and fruit and stuff. So we actually put a garden in this year, so we can freeze a lot of vegetables and for the winter for him.
His tail's just a wagging away.
Yeah.
So when he has to wash him,
He goes out just like a dog does.
How does he let you know?
He starts getting a little frisky. So he'll start honking and going on like he's gonna get into something, but he doesn't have accidents in the house. He's really good that way.
Someone was asking if pigs bite.
Yeah, they can. They've got some really, really sharp teeth. He doesn't. Sometimes he can get a little grabby if you're waiting too long on the treat, especially with newer people. But yeah, if you're standing there with your hand down there and you've got food in here, he'll start grabbing for it. But he's only ever I say nipped at my partner once, and it was because he had his hands down in his mouth. So that was his own fault. But yeah, they have really, 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 really sharp serrated teeth. So when they eat grass, it kind of goes into mush almost instantly when it goes in their mouth. And they have really sharp bottom teeth. He doesn't have all of his teeth yet. And they lose teeth and gain more different than a person does. So he'll be teething for the next year at least. But yeah, he'll grow tusks. Hopefully they don't get too huge because he is neutered, so that kind of slows it down. But you get them trimmed and keep them short so they don't cause any problems. And but the females get tusks too. It's a common misconception that the females don't. But yeah, no, they do.
He likes those yarns, Joe.
He's like, "That's not
He
good."
said those are my color.
That's right. This is Kevin Bacon's color palette.
Yes. Yeah. He says, the floors are a little slippery here.
You can take in a blanket.
You can be a pig in a blanket.
In a rug.
We have a lot of pictures of a pig in a blanket.
Someone asked Kevin if he could hook, but I don't know. His feet look, his fingers, he doesn't have any.
He doesn't have any. He has hooves. And you got to regular trim them like you would a horse. Mm-hmm. But so far right now he just gets little mini manicures with a file because they're not too long. It's usually once a year that they have to get their feet done.
Will you ever get a curly tail?
Potbelly pigs don't have curly tails.
Oh.
So we call them farm pigs.
Yep.
He'll never have a curly tail. They shed once or twice a year, full shed. Like within a couple of days, all of their hair falls out, every bit of it. So they run around looking like little naked hippos. Yeah. So
That sounds familiar.
yeah. So he's actually growing back from his spring. We call it a spring blowout. Yeah. So he lost all of his hair, and now he's got quite a bit of hair grown back now. And we don't know yet because we just got him in December. So we don't know if he's going to do another fall blowout, but he's already gone through one. But yeah, within 3 or 4 days, he was completely naked.
Oh.
There's one hair that he didn't lose, and it was this long one that's still there. Yeah, he's got one long hair, and that's the only one that stayed.
He's quite coarse. I thought.
Yeah, so the longer it gets, like I call it his mohawk. So this part that goes right down the middle here will be the longest hair on his body. But when you scratch him and stuff, it actually stands straight up on its end. It's hard to show you. Come here. He's like, you're gonna make me lay down, aren't you? Come here. You're a good boy. I know the floors are super slippery. Good boy. Want that one?
Yes, I've been noticing that he keeps popping up around town in various locations. I've seen that he had ice cream and.
Yes, he goes to the Christie Park ice cream place quite a bit. Tim Hortons drive-through for a Timbit. He had his first slushie from the Hypercone the other day. He likes to visit the Dales Market quite a bit. He loves everyone there. So yeah, and they've been following him since we got him. So
he's getting quite big compared to what he was. He was only about 30 pounds when we got him.
He's going to finish Deanne's rug.
Good Kev. Good boy.
Does he get sunburns?
Yeah, so pink pigs are actually more prone to sunburns than the black pigs. But he actually got a little bit red here a few weeks back when he lost all of his hair. Out for about 20 minutes and he got a little pink. So we use baby sunscreen on him, which he doesn't mind getting put on because he loves being rubbed. As you could probably tell by some of his videos that we post. But
So does he actually have a Facebook page?
he does.
He has a Facebook page.
So he's on Instagram and Facebook at Chronicles of Kevin Bacon. And yeah, he shares all of his little adventures with everybody. And sometimes he includes his first siblings.
So the thing is, has the real Kevin Bacon reached out yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
We've tried. He posted a picture of himself with a bunch of pigs a couple of weeks ago, and people were tagging Kevin, our Kevin, in it, but not yet. We're hoping someday he follows our page.
Well, you know what Deanne always says? Make sure you share the video because you're sharing creativity, you're sharing the love of rug hooking, and maybe we'll find Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. All right.
So thank you so much, Carrie, for bringing him in.
Thanks for having
We
us.
have a little gift for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, goodness.
And all right, Kevin. Hopefully I have a job next week.
Yes.
When Deanne's away, we play. So I guess that's it, everybody.
All right.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the
You
show.
want to say happy birthday to someone on the weekend?
Oh, somebody who has a birthday?
It's not me.
Actually, Joe has one coming up too, but Joe's not what I was talking about.
On Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Deanne has a birthday. So happy birthday, Deanne.
And Deanne, just to let you know, we had a beautiful cheesecake here for you, but unfortunately you're not here.
So it's going to Kevin Bacon.
Yay, he's sales wagon.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please come back next week. Happy hooking. Take care.